Ukraine's campaign against Russia's energy network has entered a new, highly coordinated phase, striking deep into the infrastructure that powers Moscow's war machine. According to OSINT analysts from Okohora, Ukraine has hit 39 energy facilities across Russia in just 55 days, including 12 power plants and 27 substations. In recent weeks, the focus has shifted toward occupied territories, where 15 critical objects, among them power stations in Donetsk, Luhansk, and Crimea, have come under attack. This shift reflects Kyiv's strategy to disrupt both frontline logistics and the broader infrastructure Russia relies on to sustain its occupation. The latest wave of strikes underscores how widespread the impact has become. In Kazan, an energy facility was reportedly hit overnight, triggering an explosion at a substation that plunged parts of the city into darkness. In Belgorod district, confirmed footage shows a substation burning in the village of Drahunska after a drone strike, adding to a series of hits that have repeatedly crippled the region's power grid. Local reports indicate that several nodes were struck in the same night, causing blackouts that extended across multiple settlements. Farther east, a fire erupted at a battery warehouse inside Tatarstan's Alabuga Special Economic Zone, a location closely linked to the production of Shahed drones used by Russian forces. While the exact cause remains unclear, the site's military relevance immediately drew attention and speculation. Meanwhile, residents of Taganrog once again witnessed a flurry of unidentified flying objects streaking across the sky. At least one reportedly descended toward what locals believe was a military facility, adding to a growing sense inside Russia that deep strikes are no longer isolated incidents, but a constant presence. Taken together, these events highlight a decisive Ukrainian strategy. Weaken Russia not only at the front line, but across its vast rear areas, forcing Moscow to spread its defenses thin while confronting rising internal instability. As the attacks multiply and the impact grows, Russia's energy infrastructure is becoming one of the most vulnerable and contested battlegrounds of the war. Drone operators from Ukraine's 210th Assault Battalion disrupted a Russian mine-laying attempt in the Zaporizhzhia region. One Russian soldier was placing mines while another tried to shoot down the Ukrainian drone with small arms, unsuccessfully. Both were taken out. Once Ukraine has terrain maps of Russia, the Flamingo missile will fly at an altitude of 30 to 40 meters, and no one will be able to see it from the ground, Dennis Stillerman, co-owner and chief designer of Firepoint Company, said. He added that the only chance to see it will be if there's an interceptor in the air with a new high-quality radar.
Once we possess detailed maps with accurate elevation data, we will be able to navigate terrain and perform map matching based on the Tercom system, which has been operational there since the late 80s.
Unfortunately, Ukraine currently does not possess precise surface maps of the Russian Federation, which prevents it from bypassing the terrain and flying based on the Tercom system. But this issue is being resolved very, very quickly by the military right now. I hope that in the nearest future it will be resolved, and we are very grateful for this because everyone understands its importance. And this is not only for our missiles, but for all of our existing missiles. This is very important.
And breakthrough effectiveness.
If you saw our missile being intercepted at an altitude of 114 meters, when it was up there, they can barely see it. We have tests, and I won't say, but at 40 meters above the Earth's surface, 30 meters, no one will simply see it from the ground. The only chance will be if there is
an interceptor in the air with a new high-quality radar system, a volunteer-provided VSAT, and then it can be detected.
A message in Ukrainian was projected onto the Russian embassy in Tel Aviv, Israel. "We can see your faggots even without the light." Orban has met his idol. Orban looked visibly thrilled. He's clearly been waiting a long time for that Kremlin handshake. Hungary wants to offer itself as a venue for talks on Ukraine. Orban is already reporting back to his boss in the Kremlin. Sounds like another doomed peace mission in the making. On the night of November 29th, Russian troops carried out a massive missile and drone strike on Ukrainian energy infrastructure facilities. The Ministry of Energy reported that the shelling caused large-scale power outages in a number of regions. According to the ministry, hundreds of thousands of power consumers were left without electricity. The most difficult situation is in the capital and the surrounding areas. Energy facilities in Kyiv, as well as in Kyiv, Chernihiv, Sumy, Poltava, and Kharkiv regions, were affected. As of this morning, more than 500,000 consumers in the capital have lost power. More than 100,000 households in the Kyiv region are without electricity, and almost 8,000 more in the Kharkiv region. The Ministry of Energy emphasized that the emergency repair work is ongoing in those areas where the security situation allows it. Power brigades are involved in restoring power to all consumers as soon as possible. The Air Force said that the enemy launched a combined attack on critical infrastructure facilities using attack drones, as well as air and ground-based missiles. The main focus of the attack was in the Kyiv region. The Air Force's radio engineering units detected and tracked 632 air attack vehicles, including 36 missiles and 596 drones of various types. According to preliminary data, air defense destroyed or suppressed 577 air targets. This includes 558 Shahed, Gerbera, and other types of attack drones, one X-47M2 Kinjal airborne ballistic missile, 12 X-101/Iskander-K cruise missiles, 4 Iskander-M ballistic missiles, and 2 Kh-59/69 guided missiles. At the same time, missiles and 35 attack UAVs hit 22 locations, and downed air targets fell at 17 locations.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.